Okay, welcome everybody. Welcome to another brand new episode of Live Forex Trading with your host Peeling Mindset, or you can even call me AK. So whatever floats your boat, and we are here in another brand new London session. So we are waiting for our friends to show up. We're gonna dive in our charts. We're gonna look at pound yen and gold today, and even some more pound instruments like pound AUD and pound USD. So our main focus is going to be on pound JPY and gold. So we will see what we can do in the market. Looks like market is moving somewhere, so it's pretty good. So let's wait for our friends to jump in, and that'll be a good day here. Let's just see, checking the system 1 2 1 2. All right, gotta set the terminal here. All right. Just give me a second here. 1 2 3. Okay, that's interesting. 1 and 2. And we are still setting up. And okay, that's pretty good. Pretty good. Let's just dive in our chart and let's see what pound yen is doing here. Okay, looks like pound yen is finally moving down. So let's break down the chart from the weekly time frame. So breaking down the chart from weekly time frame, let's just erase all of the drawing that we have in our chart. So it's pretty good. So last weekly candle here has rejected the top, and finally it actually is reversing. So that's pretty good. So this weekly candle is still bearish, but it is this is the first day of the week, so pretty interesting here. We still have 4 more days left for this weekly candle to close. Last weekly candle closing with a rejection from the top is a good sign. In an overall time frame, in an overall sense, I would love to check. I would love to see if the prices start heading down, filling the gaps, filling the targets on the downside. So we do have a lot of targets on the downside, and the market's been bullish for some time. So I would love to see if there's any sort of a market maneuver in GJ on the downside. That'll be lovely to see. Okay, so let's see where this weekly candle rejected from. It looks like, okay. Let's look at the daily candle, and we're going to see the micro detail here. Okay, so the daily candle definitely is making some sort of resistance here. I want to see the left-hand traffic to see if there was actually a major rejection somewhere. So it looks like there is still clear traffic on the left-hand side on the top, but the price apparently is resisting, and the candles are rejecting the top. So interesting, isn't it? It's very interesting. So let's see if any of our markings from past do match. All right, so we were actually anticipating buys, we were anticipating sells below this level. So finally price is breaking, and price is rejecting the top. So it'll be a nice idea to see sales targeting this wicks here. So I'll be more than happy to wait for the current daily candle to do something similar to the last daily candle. So this is what I'm going to look out for. So if you look at this daily candle, look at the wick. The wick is definitely rejecting this level. So if this, all right, just give me a second, and if this right here is a range, price is rejecting it with its wick. So I have experienced candles once rejecting one level range. I've seen the next consecutive candle, another next candle doing similar sort of maneuver. So if the current daily candle, if this candle does similar, something similar to that and rejects this level with its wick, that'll be lovely to see in the daily candle. Definitely the wick on the left hand side on the daily could be targeted. I would love to see a rejection like this. So I'm just going to wait for a rejection on the daily time frame, but we will definitely check the smaller time frames for any sort of scalping opportunities here. So looking at the 4 hour, okay. So we are only in its first few hours at the 4 hour. Definitely structure on the left hand side on the 4 hour is a clean range right here, but this is something to be looked out for. So if we look at this area right here that we draw that we had noted before is a nasty range where the price exhausted. So I would want to see price either break that level and start heading down 153,470 level. That'll be lovely. That will be lovely, lovely, because we have all this cleaner range on the left hand side. I don't want to see price playing around this dirty exhaust sort of range. So we will see if we can get some sort of selling opportunity here. So definitely what I'm going to do here is, this idea still seems valid, the sales below sort of idea. So this was a Friday's idea, which actually happened. So interesting, pretty interesting. So what I'm going to do is I will actually, let's do this. Let's erase all of the drawing and let's do a fresh, brand new sort of its own brand new sort of a notation here. So okay, so looking at the daily candle, this right here was the previous support sort of area. The gap can definitely act as a support. Let's just give me a second here. So if you look at this, the gap here could act as a support, because that was a level where price reacted. That was the level where price opened with a gap. So that is a reactive area, obviously. So the previous daily candle definitely closed below that support. That's very interesting. Look at this. Okay, and the current daily candle is leaping below that support. If this was a potential support, price is leaping below that support. So another key rejection level is this right here, where price has rejected twice, not only twice, thrice. 1, 2, 3, with heavy rejections. We want to be careful around that level. So we have to note down all of the potential rejection levels. So this could be a potential rejection level right here on the daily. Okay, so now definitely this is another resistance on the top, a rejection level that is to be considered. So this right here is something I'm going to keep in my mind right here. And going into the 4 hour, let's go into the 4 hour. Looking into the 4 hour. Looking into the 4 hour, price is coming back in this range right here. So I would eventually want to see price break below this level. Okay. So 153,540. Anything below 153,540 does look clean on the 4 hour. Look at this. There's a wick on the left hand side to be attacked. That's like 39 pips. And we got cleaner range on the downside. So I would love to see price closing below 153,540. Okay, that's going to be a cleaner sort of a level over there. So as I said already, the current 4 hour candle, we are only few hours. We are only in the first hour of the 4 hour. We have to wait for the 4 hour candle to reach its half at least. So we have to wait for 2 of the hours in the 4 hour to close to tell us that, you know what, this could be a potential direction, right? So this rejection on the top fascinates me. Actually, this rejection on the top is telling me something that, you know what, in 4 hour is actually trying to leave this dirty range. So if, watch this, if this right here, if this level right here is another range, another level where the price is trying to leave, okay, the price is trying to leave, has rejected the bottom, okay, that could be the bottom of the range, but watch this, price has rejected that heavily one more time. It's starting to head down, targeting this wick, targeting this cleaner traffic. We can get sales in GJ, okay, if there's enough volume. Obviously it's a Monday, so price can as well range, but definitely sales do look good. Okay, so let's look at the 2 hour candle. Okay, the previous 2 hour candle right here rejected the bottom, close dodgy. So is this maneuver in 2-hour candle? Look at this. Is this what's happening here? Something to is going to do something like this? Are we going to get something like this? So if that's actually happening after that rejection, man, we can get sales. We can definitely get sales. So the structure do seem probable in 4-hour, 2-hour, 1 hour for sales. So I'm just going to wait for sales here. Okay. So look at this. So we are going to wait for the candles to do something like this, something similar to this. Here, price went down, up, down, up, down. So this is something we have to wait for. Even this, maybe this is actually happening right now. This, okay? So we have to wait for the candles to flip in our direction. That will be nice. That'll be very nice. Okay. So hello. Hassan says hello. Hello, Hassan. I hope you're doing well. I hope you're doing well. So just give me a second. And 1, 2, 3. Let's bring the chat box here. Morning, Ricardo. Morning. Hope you're doing well. Morning. Hope you're doing well. So we're looking for sales in GJ. So let's see what's going to happen. For now, the hourly candle has made some sort of support here. Okay. Hourly candle has made some sort of support here. This could be a potential support right here. And we have rejection spot here. This could be a potential target for sell. That could be a potential target for sell, but it's very close. So for cleaner sales, definitely we have to wait for the price to break 153.540 level. There is definitely cleaner sales, but we have to wait and see. Let's see what's going to happen. Let's see what's going to happen. Okay, so the current 30-minute candle is sort of rejecting the top. So the current hourly candle is going to close in the next 18 minutes. So let's see how this hourly candle is going to close in the next 18 minutes. Okay, let's see, 30, 15. Okay, 15 here is just ranging. Here, price is just ranging. So if the price is coming back in the range in the 15-minute, in the 30-minute, look at this. If the price is coming back in this dirty range right here, okay. If the price is coming back in this range, we have to see price sort of close below and start rejecting with its wick. This is something we want to see. We want to see candles close outside the range here and start rejecting that range with its wick. That way we can get cleaner sales. Definitely. So let's see what's going to happen. Let's see what's going to happen. Okay, 30-minute left-hand side traffic is actually not looking so well, to be honest. The higher time frame looks clear. Higher time frame such as 4-hour seems much more clear. Much more clear. Definitely can see that, you know what, there is a clear traffic on the left-hand side. So gotta wait. Even the 2-hour looks cleaner. But once we go down in 1 hour, it starts getting a little bit ugly. But definitely want to see sales. Definitely want to see sales. So cleaner sales. Okay. Cleaner sales below 153.540. That's better. We are going to wait for sales below 153.540. Until then, we're going to wait and see if we can get some sort of clear break below on the hourly. That way, a rejection from this range. Look at this. So for now, the price is just coming back in that 30-minute dirty range, side-by-side range. Look at this. Okay, so if price is rejecting the top, this maneuver is okay. Okay, it's actually pretty good. So we just want to see something like this. Price rejecting this side-by-side movement here. Okay, so price rejecting it with its wick and starting to head down. Rejecting it, starting to head down. Let's see what we're gonna get here. Let's see. So the current 15-minute candle is going to close in the next 1 minute. So let's see if this 15-minute candle finally closes inside the range or not. If it's going to close inside the range, that's a starter for the price to further head down. So we have to wait a little bit more, and we will definitely see what's happening here. Okay. So in pound yen, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to set some alerts once the price starts hitting 153, 965, 960 level. I'll look to see if I can take any sort of sales. So I'm just going to put in some alerts, and we will see what's going to happen in the market in a few. Okay, so let's go into the calendar. I haven't seen the calendar yet. So the guys in the YouTube, if you don't know what's happening here, for your trading day, you have to go into Forex Factory or any other calendared news site where you will see all the news that's happening. Right. So I don't see any sort of major news today, but obviously we have a pound news around after 1 hour after the NYSE. So from my local time, this is going to be the NYSE. So Bailey is going to speak around the 1 hour after the NYSE. So that's interesting. Maybe that's going to move the market somewhere. I definitely see GJ trying to fall down. So GJ looks very interesting in terms of sales on the long term, because I definitely love the rejection from the top. So let's see what's going to happen. Definitely have to see if sales are coming in, right? But other than that, so if you go into the calendar, if you go into Forex Factory, just like any other news site, you go into calendar and you see if there's anything happening. Looks like there's nothing. There's a orange folder news around 10. So that's my local time 10, which is the NY Open. So we have a Bank of Japan news. Oh, Kuroda is speaking. So interesting. But other than that, London session is pretty clear. So if you don't know what session you are in, YouTube guys, again, one more time, go into Forex Factory, go into the market. Go into the market, and you can definitely see what sort of market you are in. So currently, right now, you are very close to the Sydney market close. So the Sydney market is going to close in the next 13 minutes. Maybe that's going to induce some sort of volume in the market. And the London session, the real London opening, is going to happen in the next hour and 13 minutes. Okay, so maybe we're going to get some sort of volume in this market hour, these markets hours. So got to keep an eye open. So pretty interesting. Okay, so the pound yen is definitely approaching lower and lower. So we have to see candles close below that 15-minute range. So looking at the hourly candle. Hourly candle, if you actually ignore, look at this. If you actually ignore these noises here, the hourly candle is looking good for sell. Look at this. The sell in hourly candle. Oh, and I just got my alert hit. That's pretty cool. Pretty cool. Okay, so watch this. So the candles are moving well with the structure, okay? It's moving pretty well. The hourly is looking good. So we have to wait for this hourly candle to close in the next 12 minutes, and we will see what's happening in the market. Definitely we'll see what's happening in the market. So this noise, I'm just... this noise does make sense in a way that, you know what, this was the same area where the price exhausted. Look at this. Look at the price exhaustion here. Look at this. Look at the wicks and look at the candles type over there. Look at this. Is not pretty at all. Look at this. What is this? Man, what is this? Nobody likes this. This is just too ugly. So this does make sense. But are we actually rejecting the top of the range? Okay, which makes sense. Definitely we can see the rejection. Look at the wick. Look at the wick. Okay, it's obviously Monday, and we don't expect a lot of volume on Mondays. Okay, so if market is moving slow, we may get some sort of opportunity for sell here. But the price structure doesn't look clear. From 1 minute and from 1 hour and lower. If you look at the 2 hours time frame candles or 4 hour, the price structure is very clear. So gotta be clear, gotta be careful. Gotta be careful. For the price to further drive down after this sort of rejection here, we definitely need a volume. So if there's no volume, there's no trade. So we definitely know that. So just waiting for absolutely waiting for clear sort of a sell below cleaner sort of a sell below 153 153.540 in terms of 2-hour candle, right? Sorry, not 2-hour, 4-hour candles. So that'll be interesting. So that will be interesting. And the current 4-hour candle is flipping bearish, which is pretty good. The current 4-hour candle is flipping bearish. So pretty good. Looks like sales are coming in. Sales are coming in. So gotta wait for 10 more minutes. Wait for 10 more minutes to see how the hourly and the 30-minute candle closes. Okay. So the current 15-minute candle is sort of leaping outside this range. So look at this. This right here. Okay. Price is trying to break that. So we need a candle close outside and some sort of rejection from this range. That way we can get sales. So I'm just going to wait for sales in pound yen. That's what I'm going to wait for sales. Gotta wait for 9 more minutes to see how the candles close. Or let's go into gold here. Gold. Let's see. Okay. So in gold, what I'm going to do is I will erase all of the drawing one more time. And let's go into the weekly time frame. Looking at gold. So the previous weekly closed really well. It closed bullish. Okay. So the previous week, weekly candle closed with a liquidity grab from the bottom. Definitely we can see that, you know what, this was a liquidity grab for the price to further drive up, and then this candle finished bullish and giving more confidence for the next weekly candle to go even higher, achieving the targets on the left hand side, right? So this candle closed strong bullish. So that's a proper bullish structure with a healthy wick on the top. There's a smaller wick on the bottom and a healthy bullish body. So what are the chances after looking at this candle? What are the chances this candle can do something similar? Well, definitely. We have to see a liquidity grab maybe, and we will definitely see a wick fill, and there's a clear traffic on the left hand side. So all right, going into the daily time frame. Let's go into the daily time frame. So daily time frame, look at this, very interesting. Look at this here. Look at this wick. Look at this wick. This wick. Look at this wick. So the wicks are heading up. All right. So the rejection is higher and higher and higher. So the trend is definitely bullish. The trend hasn't broken yet. The trend is still bullish. Price is moving up heavily, moving sideways. Price is moving up heavily, moving sideways, moving up heavily, moving sideways. Interesting. Very interesting. So looking at the daily, looking at the 4-hour time frame, let's look at the targets on the left-hand side, and let's see what sort of targets do we have. So looking at the 4-hour, clearly what we can see is this could be a possible target right here. This could be a first possible target right there. And for the heading up, this could be another target in gold. All right. So if there's still more bullish pressure, more bullish bias, that target could be achieved in gold. Definitely. Looking at the 2-hour, let's look at 2-hour and see what sort of rejection do we have on the left. Okay. Okay. Looking at the 2-hour, there's another early rejection right around here. So that could be an early rejection right around there. So interesting. All right. So for buys, what do we need for buys here? 4-hour candles are slowly moving up. It's sort of like a ranging price action. You would want to see something clear in 4-hour and the smaller time frames to take any sort of trade. So definitely, gold is moving up slowly. Pretty good. Let's see. This could be potential support here, and this right here could be another support right around here. Okay, in the 1-hour, okay, from here to here, it's about 10 pips range. Not enough range. So would want to see price. Okay. So 1 hour, Price is definitely ranging. So, all right, I got to see how this 30-minute candle closes too, along with this hour. So is this hourly candle going to close bullish? Because the structure here, the structure right right around this vicinity, the available structure definitely tells you that, you know what, there could be some bullish move coming in. All right, there could be some bullish move that's coming in, but we have to wait because it's right around this rejection area. All right, this is the first rejection area where the price is rejecting right now, and this is another rejection area that price rejected previously. So have to be careful around that sort of rejection area because maybe there's going to be some sort of reaction there. So I'm just trying to see where I can take clear sort of a buy in gold. In gold. Okay. That's 20 pips range till the top of the wick from that. In gold. Interesting. 27 pips over there. And there's nothing there from the top of this resistance from the rejection area. It's 50 pips. Okay, that's appealing, right? So buys above 1889, 180 or 185, it does look cleaner. Okay, so buys above this area does look cleaner. So let's see what's going to happen. This is interesting here, right around here. Oh. That is something I'm going to look out for here. Okay, so the hour is going to close in the next 4 minutes. Looks like prices are ranging a bit here. There isn't much happening. Okay, pound yen does look good because the structure is slowly building up for sales. In 4 hour, it is clear as regular, right? So this is just another regular price structure. Look at this in the 4 hour. Obviously, the smaller time frames do look ugly, and we have to remind ourselves that, you know what, we are just in the first hour of the 4 hour candle. So if we're going to see some sort of volume in the market, there could be a push around Sydney close in the next 3 minutes. So we have to wait and see if the Sydney market close is going to push the price anywhere. Let's see. We are just waiting here. Just waiting and waiting. Interesting. Let's look at the news as well. Was there any sort of news around the weekend? Anything happened in the weekend? Survey, retail trade survey. Anything else? Nothing much. No. There's nothing that could attract my eyes here. So that's just it. And looking at the gold. Okay, one more time. 4 hour. 4 hour in gold also looks very obvious. Looks like the current 4 hour candle has grabbed its liquidity from the bottom and is heading up slowly. So if the target on the left hand side, the wick, is a target, it can feel that wick. Right? Doesn't mean you have to take a position right here. If you want to wait for the smaller time frame confirmation or a smaller time frame movement, you gotta wait. Just gotta wait and gotta be careful around this rejection area, the gray area. 1887, 300 vicinity is something to be kept in the back of the head, right? We have to be careful about that, definitely. The daily candle is definitely bullishing up. So the previous daily candle, this is something interesting here. Previous daily candle closed with 68 to 70 pips of wick on the downside and 80 and 81 pip sort of a wick on the upside. So this for me is sort of like an indecision candle, but definitely this candle closing bullish is something. is definitely something, right? So if this daily candle's wick on the downside is still like a fuel that is left for this candle to further fly up, it can definitely push up. But I definitely see cleaner buys above 1889. So I'm just waiting here and trying to see if a proper structure plays out. Okay, so if this candle right here close with its wick and its rejection from this bottom range, I have to ideally see this candle, this daily candle, doing something similar. All right. If it could do something similar, man, we are flying up. Definitely. That is going to be a higher confirmation, the rejection wick from the bottom. So I'm just going to wait here. In gold, I'm just going to wait. There's no hurry. It's a Monday, you know. So just waiting. Okay, 4 hour. We are 1 hour in the 4 hour already. Looking at the 1 hour candle, 1 hour candle has closed up and bullish. 1 hour candle has closed bullish. Price is slowly lurking up. So interesting. Interesting. Very interesting. Because the previous hourly candle in gold has closed bullish. This hourly candle is heading down. This is the Sydney market close as well. Something interesting. Sydney market has closed. Maybe that's going to induce some sort of volume here. Is this hourly candle grabbing its liquidity before moving up? What is happening? Gotta wait a little bit more. 30-minute candle. Previous 30-minute close bullish. 15-minute resistance. Man, the price action here is pretty tricky, to be honest. It's tricky. The higher time frame is much more clear. So waiting for confirmation in smaller time frame. And the smaller time frame is looking a little bit ugly. Okay, so the 5-minute candle are just ranging side by side, side by side, side by side, side by side. Okay, interesting. Okay, interesting. Okay, I am just waiting here. Just waiting to see if I can get a clear price break above. For gold sales, okay, let's look at the gold sales too. Let's look at gold sales options too here. For now, the structure in gold is definitely bullish. If somebody comes and argue that, you know what, the structure isn't bullish, I am not sure how they're looking at the structures then. The structure is definitely bullish. In gold, the structure is bullish. So for any sort of sell price breaking below this level, 1883 200 level, could be a sign for sell. But for now, man, I don't see sales. I don't see sales until price starts breaking 1883 level. Okay, I don't see sales until price does that. Okay, so the current hourly candle is has actually made its lower wick. Interesting how it's heading up, because on the higher time frame, it's clear that there's a wick on the left that the price could potentially fill. Okay, and it's 18 to 20 pips of range from the current price. So I'm just trying to take a proper setup, not trying to rush anything here. So the hourly candle is still there. Interesting. 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 Let's see if the price is going to interact with the channel in some sort of way. It'll be interesting to see how price can interact with the channel. Is it going to interact with the channel? Interesting, isn't it? Wow. Man, 2 minute candles moving 17 pips here. It's going to move even more. Probably 20, 22 pips. This is gold. This is definitely gold. Interesting. Wow. And we are coming close to 1883 200. So I'm going to see how I can actually see chances for sales here. Okay. So the current hourly candle has almost engulfed the previous hourly candle. Need to close bearish for a proper signal that, you know what, it has engulfed the previous candle. Then there could be higher chances for the candle to further head down. So 54 minutes. We are just 6 minutes in the current hourly candle, and it's bearishing down heavily. Wow. Wowie. Interesting. Interesting. Let's just wait and see. Wow. No candles seen closing here. Just candles are bearishing down. Good morning, Jamil. Good morning. I hope you're doing well. 8 minutes left for this 15-minute candle to close. Interesting. Okay. Interesting here. Pretty interesting. Alrighty. Gotta see a 5-minute candle close below. 2 minutes left for this 5-minute candle to close. Wow. It's just bearishing down. This is the Sydney market close, man. Sydney market definitely induces volume. So didn't see confirmation for sell. To be honest, I didn't see my confirmation for sell. I wouldn't sell here. Not at all. I wouldn't sell here. Price just started bearishing down. All right, so this is interesting. 1 minute candle has closed below 1883 200. Okay, so this is going to be a close of the 5-minute too. Let's see. So I gotta wait for 2 more minutes and see how this candle is closing. So if 5-minute candles could potentially give us something like this, that'd be good. So this is something I'm gonna look out for. Let's see. Let's see. Wow, it's gonna push down. It's gonna push down. It's actually gonna push down. Okay. Almost getting closer to the 5-minute close. Let's see. Let's see. What's gonna happen here? Oh. This could go somewhere around here. Just waiting. I'm waiting. Okay, so the 5-minute is going to close in the next 9 seconds. Let's see if it's going to close below 1883 200. That way we can get sales. So let's see. Let's see here. And this is going to be the close of the 15-minute candle too. Okay. Let's just wait here. Okay. The previous 5-minute did close below 1883 200. Price has fell down with some volume here, with some momentum. Okay, so if there is momentum left, this could be our chance for sell here. Let's see what's going to happen here, because I don't see clear confirmation for buys. I don't see clear confirmation for sells. Sells do look good for now for a short-term sort of a sell. So definitely waiting. So the current 5-minute is leaping up. We haven't taken any sort of position. So okay. Let's see if I can take any sort of sell here. Okay, 15-minute candle is going to close in the next 3 minutes. Is this 15-minute candle going to close below, or what's happening? 30. Wow. Candle retracing hard. Candle retracing pretty hard. Okay, so the hourly candle is still hanging around that 1883 level. Let's see. 3 more minutes, and it's pushing up. And it's pushing slowly up. Pushing up. Let's look at the range here on the left-hand side from here. And the range is about 15 pips, which is a smaller range. Can we get that range by any chance? 2 more minutes left for this 5-minute candle and the 15-minute candle to close. Interesting. Let's look at pound yen. What's happening in pound yen here? Okay, looking at the pound yen. Pound yen is slowly moving down. Interesting enough. Okay, so this 15-minute candle is finally breaking out of the range. Okay, finally breaking out of this range. So interesting. Let's see. Are we gonna close? Are we gonna close outside? What's happening? If we could close outside, that'll be amazing. That would be amazing. That would be amazing. Amazing. Just give me a second, guys, and I'll be back in a second. And And we are back again. Okay, looking at pound yen. Gotta see this 15-minute candle close outside this range. So potentially, if we could get something like this, I'll close out. Rejection. That'd be good. That will be good. 20 seconds left. All right. Gold is retracing hard. Look at this. We waited. So definitely waiting is important. Waiting is definitely important. Waiting is important. Okay, so the previous 15-minute candle closed bearish in gold. Okay, previous 15-minute candle closed bearish. Interesting. So the 30-minute candle is still open in gold. Okay. 5-minute. Wow. And we are still waiting. So we are just waiting here. Just waiting to see if we can get some sort of setup. Okay, gold did do something like this. Gold did do something like this. Okay, so if this is happening, that's pretty good. Pretty good. 15-minute candle is still around that level. Still around that level. Has broken the support. Previous 15-minute candle closed with a wick here. So let's see what's gonna happen here. Okay, so the current 15-minute candle is looking good in GJ. It's actually looking good. Let's see Let's see if we can get a push on the downside. I would love to see a push on the downside. On the higher time frame, it looks clearer. And the 2 hour, so 2 hour looks much more clearer. Okay, let's see. Oh my god, sorry about that. That is ridiculous. Sorry. Okay, so this is something interesting in gold. Look at this. So what if this right here, oh, sorry about that. Okay, so what if this right here, whatever is happening here, is a fake out on the downside for the price to further move up? Okay, so this 15-minute, this 30-minute support was broken by a smaller time frame candle with Sydney market close. Okay, so that was a volume push, so that's fine, but this support has been broken, right? So no candles has closed below. Look at this, candles are trying to break this level but isn't able to break this level and close, right? Tried 2 times, tried breaking the level 2 times, but if this candle finishes bullish back in the range, I'll be looking to see how I can take buys, because this fake out can actually push the price further up. So I'm just gonna wait for buys here. Definitely waiting for buys. So let's see if this 15-minute candle closes something like a fake out. Is this a fake out maneuver? So just waiting here. Just waiting and waiting. Waiting and waiting. Waiting for sells in pound yen and waiting for buys in gold. Let's see, waiting for 7 more minutes and I can definitely see what's my next hunt, right? Okay, so the 5-minute is ranging side by side here. Interesting, isn't it? Interesting. Interesting. Gotta wait for more 5 minutes. Gotta wait for 5 more minutes to see if this 30-minute, 15-minute support has been respected. And this wick on the bottom is just a fake out, or either the price is deciding to move down. So for now, this is something interesting to look at. That is something interesting to look at. Let's see. Wow. Four more minutes. 4 more minutes. Is gold gonna give me any sort of trade today? Or am I gonna miss out? What's happening? I have to wait. That's my weapon. Waiting is my weapon here. So that's what I'm good at, and that's what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna wait. I am gonna wait. Da 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 da. Bum, 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 bum. Bum, 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 bum. Okay, so pound yen here is actually looking good for sales. Okay, is actually looking good for sales, but the only thing to keep in our mind is that this current hourly candle is the first hourly candle that has closed below the support. Okay, but looking at the 30-minute, let's look at this from the 30-minute. Even this is the first 30-minute candle that has closed below. Okay, so it's actually a good idea to wait for this 30-minute candle to close in the next 3 minutes. But looking at the 15-minute candle, look at this. This 15-minute candle closed below the support, below the range. So if this was the range, if this was the side-by-side range, candle finally has closed below. And the 15-minute candle is actually rejecting that level with its wick. Okay, so I gotta wait for 2 more minutes to see if this candle flips bearish. If it's gonna flip bearish, definitely I see chances for a sell, but gotta wait. On this smaller time frame, left hand side, traffic is not looking as clear as it could be. But looking at the 4 hour, let's say for example 4 hour, there is a clear traffic on the left hand side in about 25 pips of range from the current price level, and 2 hours similar in about 20 to 24, 23 pips of range. So which is good. Which is good. I have to wait for this 30-minute candle to close, and eventually 15-minute to flip bearish too. Let's see. I'm just gonna wait here. Waiting is going to be my best idea for now. Okay. Just waiting. Waiting is turning out to be good. Just waiting. Okay, so the 15-minute candle has actually closed below the support. So is there any more sales happening? What's happening here? 30-minute close below the support too. Okay, gotta wait and see if this current 30-minute candle could actually reject that level and start heading down. So let's see what's gonna happen. Let's see what's gonna happen. So the hourly candle is gonna close in the next 29 minutes. Still waiting to see if that was a fake out, or are we gonna get a push down? On the 5-minute, candles are ranging side by side. There's nothing happening here in the 5-minute. So just gotta wait. Just gotta wait. Interesting. USD 2 hour, 1 hour. Okay. Just waiting, another waiting day in pound instruments and gold. Gold, 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 gold. Gold, gold, gold. 4 hours there, 2 hour. 2 hour, 26 more minutes. Hourly. Okay, so the pound yen and pound AUD is in almost similar sort of structure, similar sort of movement here today. So interesting. 26 more minutes left. 26 more minutes left. Okay. Okay. So it's an interesting situation. The structure in pound AUD is also looking like a selling structure here. So looking to take sells in pound yen, pound AUD, and trying to see if I can take buys in gold. Okay. The 5-minute candle here is ranging side by side. Would love to see a candle close below this support in pound AUD. Maybe an impulse on the break of the high, on the break of the low, could be an idea here. That could be an idea. An impulse on the break of the low. Okay. Let's see. 30 minutes. Hourly. Interesting. I'm gonna wait for sells in pound AUD here. Very interesting structure. 70, 30. Yep, looks like it's gonna head down. Pound AUD looks more obvious for sales than anything else here. 8 more minutes. And it's heading down. Whoop, and we have broken that level. It looks like I've missed out on the impulse. So I'm just gonna wait here. Pound AUD on the other hand looks very good for sale. Whoever took that sell, man oh man. On the break of the low, I think you're gonna get that push. You are going to get that push. So the London markets can open up in the next 22 minutes. Is the price gonna push it somewhere? I want to see price pushing it down. Yep. Looks like whoever took that impulse sell on the break of the low, that was it. Yes, sir. Whoever took that, you are on the good side. On the break of the low. I missed that. My mouse was on the chart. I missed out. I missed out on the sell. Yep. Few pips in profit. You got 20 pips of range on the downside. So should be okay. As long as you manage your risk, should be okay. Okay, so pound yen. Finally, pound yen is moving down too. Okay. Pretty interesting. Hourly candle, 21 more minutes left for this hourly candle to close, and it's approaching the lower side. 30-minute looks ideal. Okay, but the left-hand side range doesn't look clear, but this structure looks ideal for a fall down. If the candles are falling down, that is ideal. 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 Yep. Pound AUD, whoever took that sell on the break of the low, man, you are on the good side. Definitely on the good side. That was a good example of impulse. This structure was bearish. Definitely the structure available right here was bearish. And everything was pointing out sells, you know. So whoever took that sell with an impulse, that was a valid idea. I missed out because I was just looking at it, and in the next second, candles pushing down, like bang. But look at this. So the valid idea for sell was something like this, right? The structure was there. The definite structure was there. So 15-minute was something like that too. If you look at the 15-minute, so definitely. And I think you're gonna get a cleaner range. You're going to drop down heavily. I think you are going to drop down heavily on pound AUD. Whoever took that trade, man, you are on the good side. Let's look at gold here. Okay, so on gold, looks like whatever happened on the downside was a fake out. Looks like that was actually a fake out. So the previous 30-minute candle closed below. This current 30-minute candle is heading up. Okay, is actually heading up. So is this fake out going to push the price further up in gold? If yes, I would be happy to see candles interacting inside the channel one more time. If it starts heading back in the channel, maybe I will take a buy there. Still waiting for a gold buy. Pound AUD fell down with an impulse idea, which is pretty good. And the London market's going to open up in the next 19 minutes. 19 minutes. Oh my god, look at the 1 minute here. 1 minute is just going side by side. Side by side. So there's nothing for me here in gold. I'm just gonna stay away from gold from this range. Just waiting here. At this point in time, waiting for this 15 minute, waiting for the hourly candle to close. So let's see what's gonna happen. But man, whoever took that pound AUD trade, you are on the good side. Okay, so the price is retracing pretty hard. Okay, if this price is retracing pretty hard and the next candle makes a wick before it heads down, that's still a valid idea. Okay, so just gotta wait for this 15-minute candle to close. So an entry on the break of the low that ran about 8 pips, which is good. Let's see if actually the 15-minute candle could close bearish and the next candle could make a high, make a wick on the top before it heads down. If it actually makes a wick on the top before heading down, that'll be good. That will be good. Okay. Okay, so the 15-minute candle in the pound AUD is going to close in the next 50 seconds. It's interesting to see how this 15-minute candle is going to close. Okay, is it still going to keep that bearish structure, or is it going to go back above the support? So we want to see the candle stay below the support here. Let's see what's going to happen. If it stays below, there's a higher chance there could be sales coming in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So let's see. $20 seconds. Okay, so the previous 15-minute candle has closed bearish. The structure is still there. The structure is still there. Okay, so if this 15-minute candle makes a top wick before heading down, that's a valid idea for sell. So I'm still keeping an eye open in pound AUD for sell. Have to see. We are actually in a funny situation here because this is the first 30-minute candle that has closed below the support. Okay, so are we going to maintain a bearish structure in a 30-minute? 15-minute definitely looks bearish. Hourly candle, this is a funny situation too because this is the first hourly candle that has closed above this support. Okay, so waiting. Okay, so gold hourly is still hanging around the area. 30-minute candle close bearish, dodgy, with liquidity grab on the top. Okay, 5-minute candles are ranging side by side, so you have to stay away from the range. Don't get into the range. Not a good idea at all. Not a good idea at all. Okay, pound AUD. Let's pound JPY. So pound JPY is actually looking good for sales on this smaller time frame. Just looking at the available information here. Okay, so looking at the traffic on the left hand side, there are some of the noises you have to be careful about. Look at this rejection. Look at this rejection. But looking at the higher time frame, you have to ask yourself the question that, you know what? After this candle closing bearish, is the structure still there? And are we going to make a wick before we head down? And if that happens on the higher time frame, man, there is sales. Definitely sales. So you have to ask yourself that question. Do you want to take that trade? Are you comfortable or not? Are you comfortable or not? Yep, Hassan says waiting for GJ. It's looking beautiful. That's true. That's true. That's what I'm doing too. I am just waiting here. I missed out on the pound AUD. Actually, pound AUD, I had a impulse idea. I missed out on it. But anyways, you know, if there's sales coming in, there's more chances to take it. I just have to see candles maintaining that bearish structure. And man, it looks good. Pound AUD looks good. Pound AUD looks cleaner than GJ. That's all I can say. Okay, so the 2-hour candle is going to close in the next 11 minutes. That's when we get the London Open as well. So we have to wait. London session has been hard. Okay, this month, London session has been hard. All the moves that we anticipate in London session has been happening around the New York session, which is still a good thing. Okay, I actually trade London and New York, so I'm on the good side because the setup I have in London playing out in New York is a good thing, right? Because I get to see the market early. But man, London session has been hard. Rangy price action and volume coming really late. So you just gotta wait for your ideal trade. You know, there's no rushing. Candles can move very fast, very heavy, enticingly, but man, you gotta tell yourself that is this your ideal setup? And you gotta be honest to yourself. You gotta answer the question honestly. You gotta say yes or no. No, then stay out of it. If yes, man, perfect. Okay, so pound AUD 1 hour candle is retracing back above this gray level support, right? So this is something to look out for. This is something to look out for in the next 10 minutes. So the question we gotta ask this current 1 hour candle in pound AUD is this candle gonna stay above this support bearish, or is it gonna stay bearish below this support? Is it gonna stay above or below? If it's gonna stay below this support, there's a higher chance we can fill this wick with the next candle and achieve this clear traffic on the left hand side. Okay, so gotta wait. That's all I can say. Gotta wait for this hourly candle to close it now, and we will see what's gonna happen next. Okay, so the 15-minute candle is still maintaining that bearish sort of a structure. Gotta see this current 15-minute candle flipping bearish. That will be nice. That will be nice. Okay, I'm waiting for this 15-minute candle to flip bearish. Once this candle flips bearish, if it closes bearish, man, I'm gonna take sell. Let's see. Even if that's the open of the new hour, I will manage my stop loss. I will manage my positions. It's just waiting here. Waiting for 8 more minutes in pound AUD. Okay, so the gold is pushing down heavily. Gold is pushing down heavily. Pushing down heavily. Wow, 13 minute candles. Interesting. Interesting enough. $30, $15, $5. Okay, so the London market's going to open up in the next 7 minutes. We are here just waiting. No rushed trades, no nothing, no funny setups. Trying to wait for the proper setup here. Okay, so it looks like everything is ranging. The price action is very tricky at this point in time. Look at this, gold fell down heavily, ranging, fell down heavily, back in the range. There's actually nothing. So it's a good idea to wait, sort of wait. So I'm just waiting here. Interesting enough. Interesting enough. Interesting enough. I am just waiting in gold, waiting in pound yen, and waiting on pound AUD. Okay. pound yen 1 hour has broken the previous 1 hour support. If this 1 hour closes below that support as a bearish candle, there's a higher chance the prices could further head down. Right, so the 2 hour is looking cleaner. In the pound yen, 2 hour looks much more cleaner. So obviously there's no volume, so we have to wait. Wow. Gold has pushed down. Interesting. Our pound AUD, this hourly candle is above this hourly support, and now the chances for sales are looking like it has lessened, right? It has lessened up. It's less than before. Okay, so still waiting here, waiting to see if this 30-minute candle flips bearish, closes below the support. I would ideally want to see candles closing below. Let's see what's going to happen here. Gold is dropping. Gold is dropping. Oh, interesting. Did you know that GJ and GA have a negative correlation? Oh, I haven't tallied the correlation yet on GJ and GA. Interesting. On 1 hour. 1 hour is rejecting. 1 hour heading down. Oh, interesting. In about 33%. Oh, okay. Yeah, I do know that correlation has a cycle to it as well. So that's interesting. So sometimes the correlation is like 68, sometimes 18, sometimes 13, sometimes 33. So let's see. Okay, so the hourly candle has closed bearish in GA, but has closed above the support. So there's a big wick on the downside. Is the candle going to feel it? All right, is the volume coming soon for the candles to fill that wick. Okay, so the candles are approaching down slowly. Let's see. Let's see. Okay. 1 minute. Okay. We are in the London market now. London market. 30 minutes. Interesting. Yep. GA. GA. Let's look at GJ. Okay. GJ 1 hour candle has closed below that support finally. Okay, so looking at the 2 hour, looks like 2 hour candle has closed bearish too, which is good. So if this current 2 hour candle in GJ is going to make its top wick before heading down, there is a cleaner range here. So just have to wait for the candle to flip now on GJ, you know, because the candle, because there's a lot of volume here in the market. If there's enough volume in GJ for the price to further move down, have to wait for this 2 hour candle to make its top wick, which it's actually doing right now, right? So I have to wait for this 2 hour candle to flip bearish, and that'll be good. That will be good. All right. So let's see. Okay, interesting. Okay. Oh, yep. That's correct. Jamil is correct in about negative 33. Negative 33. Yep. Look at the cycle. There is a cycle 44, and there is minus 50, and there's 70, and then again and again. Yeah, definitely the cycles of the correlations. There is a thing that pairs do correlate and heavily correlate, heavily don't correlate in a negative way. So this actually happens. It definitely happens. And this is all because the market open times. Because different currencies open up at different times. This is what happens. Definitely. Interesting, isn't it? Look at the cycle. Look at the cycle. Look at the cycle. Look at the cycle. Negative 80%. my God, it's interesting. Interesting thing to look at. Or 2 hour. I know, right? Jamil, the channel is playing out, isn't it? Yeah, it does. It does play out. The only thing is with channels, for example, you cannot. What I used to do before is, the loop channel, is it? Oh, is it? Oh, interesting. Interesting. That is very interesting. Very interesting. 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 I haven't checked his stream. I gotta check his stream then. If he's copying me. Interesting. Interesting. Yeah, I think GG is gonna push down now. This is the flip. This is the flip that the candle needed, and it's actually heading down slowly. GJ, there's a higher chance price could actually feel the clean traffic on the left hand side. Looking at the 2 hour, it's looking good. So the only question you gotta ask yourself is, are you comfortable taking this trade? Is the best form of flattery. Oh, they say imitation is the best form of flattery. Oh my God, did Luke say that? Wow. Wowie. Interesting. Look at that. People are copying us. Isn't that interesting? Oh yeah, true. Imitation is the best form of flattery. That's true. Okay, so GJ is looking good, and this is the volume time. I'm just waiting to see if this liquidity grab on the top of the hourly candle, is it enough? Right? I just want to wait and see if the 15-minute is still keeping that promise, because 15-minute is definitely bearish. Look at this. Okay, so on the flip of the bearish 15-minute, that could have been a sell right there. But man, you have to ask yourself a question: are you comfortable taking this trade or not? I do see sales coming in GJ. Looking at the hourly, looking at the 2 hour, definitely sales are coming in. Okay, so you got to ask yourself a question: are you comfortable or not? 4 minutes. Wow. 19 minute, 4 minute. Okay. Wow, interesting that he's copying me, huh? Luke's stream, is it? Luke's stream. Luke. Traits. Interesting.
Bob GMT Marts, more deals, more often. Buy 3, get 1 free on these iconic brand passenger tyres. Plus, instant...
Gonna be below there with a good one.
Interesting. Interesting. Okay, so in GJ, previous 15-minute candle closed bearish. So that's very interesting. This current 15-minute candle is heading up. I am waiting to see if I can catch this move on the right go. Canadian guy likes to do that. They switch to what you are looking. Maybe it's a coincidence. True. Jamil. And then we are still waiting. Okay, so this 4-hour candle has 1 hour and 46 minutes left for its close. Okay, so it's very interesting if there is going to be a push on the downside. I'm still waiting. So the current 2-hour candle is still hanging around there. I wanna catch this move on its right at the right time. I definitely see the structure for sell in GJ. If somebody comes in and argues with me that, you know what, there could be buys, man, I don't know. I honestly don't know about buys here. I honestly don't know. 2 hour is looking good for sales. Okay, so the only thing we have to wait for is this liquidity grab on the 2 hour enough for the price to further head down? Or is this candle going to retrace even higher, make a deeper liquidity wick, and potentially retest the 15-minute, 30-minute range that it previously broke? All right, so if this candle is going to make a deeper liquidity wick on the top, man, that will be good for sales. And the range is going to be higher too, and the range is going to be a lot more higher range at that point in time. So I am just waiting. So the 1 hour candle is still bullish. Just gotta wait. So the only question I'm asking this current hourly candle and the 2-hour candle is the liquidity grab on the top enough? Is this enough or what's happening? Or is it going to make a deeper sort of a wick? What is happening? What is happening? We are just waiting and waiting. That's all we're doing. We are just waiting here. Waiting is the best weapon. Okay? For sure. So, 2-hour is still hanging around that area. Have to see 2-hour candle flip in our direction. Then it'll be a nice day. It will be a nice day. We are 16 minutes in the London session already. 16 minutes in the London session already. So let's see if the volume is coming. Is there any sort of volume coming in the market or what's happening? 42 minutes left for this hourly candle to close. I'm looking at the 30-minute candle. 30-minute candle has 12 more minutes left for its close. Have to see some sort of flip in the market, or have to see the candles, higher time frame candles, grabbing a deeper liquidity before heading down. So let's see. We are just waiting and waiting here. Okay, so let's see. Let's look at gold here. Okay, my gold chart is actually interesting because look at this. Look at the price actually interacting with the channel. Look at this, especially 5-minute. You can see a lot of interactions here. Okay, so if there's any upside move happening in gold, we have to see candle break this channel first and retest before it heads up. So let's see. Interesting. 5 minutes actually pushing through the channel. So that's something to look out for. Look out for. Okay, let's see. Let's see. Are we going to break this channel, retest, and head up? What's happening in gold? Because gold, I'm waiting for buys. Definitely waiting for buys in gold. Previous 4-hour candle closed bullish. This current 4-hour candle tapped the 4-hour support. And this could be its liquidity grab. If that is its liquidity grab, I can tell you this. If this is the liquidity grab for this current 4-hour candle, either this 4-hour candle is going to push up or the next 4-hour candle is going to skyrocket. If this is a liquidity grab in gold in 4-hour, man, the candle is going to skyrocket. I can tell you that. So I'm just waiting here. Just waiting and waiting. Okay, so 2-hour candle is still around that level. Okay, waiting for pound yen sell and gold buys. It'll be interesting to see what's going to play out here. Okay, let's see. Let's see, let's see, let's see. Alright, so the 5-minute is still hanging around that channel. I've seen this happen several times, so let's see what's going to happen. Let's see what's going to happen. Wow. All right. So the price of the gold is very close to the channel. Have to see a clear break above and a retest before heading up. So that'll be good. That will be nice in gold. Waiting for some sort of buys in gold. Okay. Some sort of buys in gold. Okay. 30-minute. 1 hour. 2 hour, 5 minute. Let's see. Still waiting, waiting and waiting. Ba-ba-dee-ba-ba-bye. Da-da-dee-da-da-da. Ba-ba-dee-ba-ba-ba. Okay, so pound yen, the hourly candle is still retracing up. Okay, so if this retracement is a liquidity grab, just have to wait for the candles to flip in the direction. Obviously, previous hourly candle closed with no wick on the bottom. Okay, so what does that tell us? Does that tell us this is the buying time? I don't think so. That tells us to be careful that, you know what, selling pressure or bearish pressure may be dying. But man, for the selling pressure to die, we have to see candles coming back in the range above this support, and then clearly we can tell that, you know what, this was something reasonable. But for now, we are not in any position. So we are only waiting. I am only waiting and anticipating a hourly flip with a proper liquidity grab on the top. If that is a proper liquidity grab on GJ, that would be something nice. That would be something nice. Okay? Just waiting here. Just waiting and waiting. Okay, hourly candle. Let's look at the hourly. Looking at the hourly, let's go from 5 minute here. So the current 5 minute candles are ranging side by side. If I actually erase everything, that you'll be able to see that, you know what? Just give me a second. Okay, so if I erase everything, look at this. 5 minute is ranging side by side. Okay, so for the candles to further move up, we have to see liquidity grabs and candles flipping bullish. So this is pretty good. This is pretty good in 5 minute in gold. So the 5 minute candle in gold is actually outside the channel. Look at this, which is pretty good. So if this candle closes bullish outside the channel, next candle retracing and heading up is a good chance for buys. But that has to be an explosive position where you are in and out, where you're not greedy at all. But we are still waiting. I am just waiting. So I'm going to stand up, move my hip a little bit, and we'll be back in this chart one more time. And we are still waiting for a proper setup. Just waiting and waiting. All right, so the 15-minute candle is actually very close to this broken, previously broken range. Okay, so this is very close to that range. Is this candle? So the question we gotta ask this current 15-minute candle is this going to reject that level and gonna start heading down, or is it gonna close back in the range? If this 15-minute candle closes back in the range, man, for sales, it's a hard situation right there. But if this 15-minute candle starts rejecting that range, man, this is good. This is pretty good. So gotta wait for another 1 more minute to see how this 15-minute candle closes. Okay, and that is gonna be the close. Interesting. Interesting. Eventually waiting to see a selling situation here. Gotta see the 2 hour, gotta see the 1 hour candle flipping bearish. That's what I want to see. It's heading back in that range. It's actually heading back in that range. Interesting enough. Interesting enough. Let's see what's gonna happen. Just waiting here. The candle is back in the range. It has 10 more seconds left for its close. Okay, so if the candles are going back in the range, is there a buy coming in? Is there a buying situation coming in? What's happening? All right, so we have to ask questions. So 30-minute candle, 15-minute quick candle close back in the range for buys. Man, for buys, there isn't a clean range, to be honest. I wouldn't like to take buys here anywhere. I'm still gonna wait for sales. If there's sales happening in GJ, that's good. Otherwise, it's a no trading day for me. I'm just waiting here. Just gotta wait. The hourly candle is still open. Still open. Let's see. baby. Okay, still waiting here. Waiting for pound yen sell and gold buys. Okay, so prices are acting in a range here. So even if the price is very close to this range, want to see a heavy rejection on the top to see price driving further down. So is that actually happening today? What's going to happen here? Still waiting. So okay, look at this. So the current 2-hour candle, it hasn't broken the previous 2-hour candle's high, okay, which is still interesting because we are not even halfway through this current 2-hour candle. Okay, so is this all happening right now? A liquidity grab? Is this all a liquidity grab or what? If that is a liquidity grab, we can definitely achieve this clear traffic on the left hand side. So I'm keeping an eye open for that. That is going to be my ideal setup here. That is going to be my ideal setup. Okay, just waiting to see if this hourly candle flips bearish. That's all I want to see. Okay, so 1 5-minute candle close outside in a bullish sort of a way, which is pretty good. So are there going to be any sort of buys here? Buying market? What is happening? Price is pushing up. Pushing up, 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 up. Broke outside. This is the retest. Is there going to be another retest before it heads up? What's happening here? 15 minutes. 7 more minutes left. 7 more minutes left. Okay. Could you please turn down music in Zoom? Oh yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Do you think the music turns down if I do this? Tell me in the next. Oh no. Okay, no, doesn't work really. Okay, just give me a second. Headset. Okay. Is the music down when I do this? Do you think this is okay right now? What about now? Is this good? Is this better? Okay. This is gonna be the setup then. You guys gotta tell me, guys. You guys gotta tell me. You guys gotta tell me. Because I don't know how you guys hear me from the Zoom. You guys gotta tell me if it's too loud. Come on, man. My mans. Come on. Come on. So the music is a lot more better in the Zoom, is it? I can do this every time. I can turn down the music every time. And we are still waiting for a proper setup here. Waiting to see if the hourly in GJ flipped bearish. Trying to see if I can take any sort of sell. And gold is slowly... You sound louder than the music, which is good. Perfect. That's pretty good. So, okay, so the hourly candle is still hanging around that broken, previously broken support in gold. Okay, want to see price heading back above the support. So let's see what's going to happen here in the next 19 minutes. Okay, that's going to be interesting to see. What's going to happen in gold? What's going to happen in gold? $19 more minutes left for the hourly candle to close. Interesting. 19 more minutes. We are still waiting. Waiting has been one of the major part of the day today. Just waiting and waiting. So no volume here. We are 40 minutes in the London session already. So the next potential volume time is going to be around the close of Tokyo market, which is in the next hour and 18 minutes. So interesting enough. Let's see if we can get some sort of volume in the market. Okay, let's see. Should I be looking for sells in gold than buys? Let's see what is more logical. I'm asking myself a question. Is looking for sells much more logical than buys? Interesting enough. Yeah, the 4-hour structure definitely is a bullish structure. So playing it out of these structures, you know, definitely want to see price heading up. So just gotta wait for this 4-hour candle to close. To be honest, this 4-hour candle has 1 hour and 16 more minutes left for its close. Okay, so if everything that happened in the last 3 hours is a liquidity grab in the gold to push the price further up, looking at this structure in daily 4 hour, man, this will be good. All right, that's what I'm anticipating. So I'm just gonna wait here. I'm not gonna force any sort of sell here. There could be a short-term kind of a sell looking at the hourly and 30-minute, but I'm just gonna wait for this 4 hour to play in its original direction, because I don't see sell coming. You know, this is gonna be a very early sell looking at the 4 hour. If there's gonna be any sort of sell, I mean sell below this support, all this clean traffic on the left hand side would be something nice. Until then, I'm not gonna force any trade for sales. That's what I'm gonna do. Okay, looking at the current 2 hour candle, it's still bullish. Okay, it has tapped this 4 hour support, 2 hour support, so there could be enough volume for the price to further move up, and that is going to be a liquidity grab in the 4 hour too. So I'm just gonna wait here. I'm just gonna wait, 100% wait. So this hourly candle is coming to a close in the next 15 minutes. Okay, next 15 minutes. So it'll be interesting to see how this hourly candle closes. And this 15-minute candle is coming into a close in the next 19 seconds. Interesting. Interesting. I think I'm going to wait out on the sell in gold. Yeah, because somebody can come in and argue with me, you know, saying, oh, there is sales too. Yeah, there is, but I'm not going to rush in any sort of trade here. Not rushing in any sort of trade here. The price is still interacting with the channel here. If you see this, you can definitely tell the price is interacting several times interaction. So I'm just gonna wait here. Just wait. 14 minutes. 15. Yep, just gonna wait. And what's happening in the pound yen? What is happening in pound yen? Is pound yen acting funny today? I think so. I think so. Okay, so the higher time frame, 2 hour candles, still looking like a bearish structure. Obviously, the current 2 hour candle is heavily bullish. It's actually a bullish candle, so I have to see it flip. So for the flip, you gotta wait. You cannot anticipate and take an entry right here for the flip. That is too dangerous. Too dangerous. So just waiting here. Waiting and waiting. Looks like it's a no pay day for me. It's a no pay day for me. Another waiting day, which is still okay, because I'm seeing candles how they're printing right now, how they are responding to the market. That way, in the London session, I'm already prepared. You know, I have a strong bias, I have a anticipation, and if the candles start flipping in my direction, man, it'll be good. It'll be beautiful. It will almost be like Tokyo and London being sort of like a setup, sort of a maneuver for the New York. So I'm all good. I'm all good in that sense. It looks like this London session has been a no pay day. No pay day. Is there enough volume in the market? Boring session heading up. See you guys tomorrow morning. See you. Thank you, Anuj. Thank you. See you, Ricardo. Take care. It is a boring session, man. 100%. Monday, no volume, just waiting, you know. Candles are moving very slow. Slow is not sexy at all. Definitely not sexy. Yeah. Jamil says, "Hey Anuj, what are your views on USD CAD at the moment? Okay. USD CAD. Let's look at USD CAD too. Wow, look at this. Gold is actually pushing up with the volume. After this final interaction, it's actually pushing up with some volume. Interesting, isn't it? Actually interesting. Slow is sexy when you can count on it. Yes, that's true. That's true. That's true. USD CAD. Okay, let's look at USD CAD here. Okay, USD CAD on the daily time frame is ranging side by side. And weekly time frame, the last weekly candle closed bearish with a proper bearish structure. So is this bearish structure, a previous bearish weekly candle's structure, going to allow more confluence for this current weekly candle to push prices down? Obviously, price has closed above with some gap. Look at this. Price closed above, this current weekly candle closed above with some gap, right? Definitely close with some gap. So that's going to be interesting if the price level that the current candle is going to act as a support. So we have to be careful in terms of rejection from the downside. That's going to push the price up, right? Obviously the structure in weekly is bearish, so gotta wait for another few more days, maybe for the actual play to happen. But other than that, the current daily candle has opened with a gap. This area could act as a support. So gotta be careful around that support level. And looking at the 4 hour, okay, looking at the 4 hour, the structure seems bearish. Okay, so the structure actually seems bearish. Looking at the information that is just available here, the structure seems bearish. Look at this. Rejection, rejection, rejection. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It's not is not the best price action we could see, but the structure is definitely bearish. So now we have to ask ourselves questions that where do I take a sell? Maybe a clear sell entry would be below this potential support area where price has interacted several times. Look at this. Sorry about this. Oh my god, look at this. So price interacted here, close below, oh no, didn't close below, went up. What's happening? So that means this level is important, right? Look at this. Look at this interaction here. Another effort of price to break the level and start heading down. Look at this one. Another try too, but it went up. Another try here. Another try here. Another try here. Another try here. What turned out to be fake out. But the price is still trying to head down. So for sells, I have to wait for candles to break and close below this level before anything. So that's going to be the case to sell from here to here. It's a 24 pips range for buys above this level. Because it's a Monday, there is no definite direction, or there is no higher confluence direction. Maybe midway through the week, around Wednesday and Thursday, we can definitely see some sort of stronger bias. So for now, because it's a Monday and it is near this very strong rejection level from where the price gapped from, you have to be careful. You have to be careful and wait for a proper confirmation. So if a candle, for example, let's say for a sell, right? Let's say for a sell, if the higher time frame candle, one of the higher time frame candle, 30-minute, 1 hour candle closes something like this, and the next candle does something like this, that is going to be a confirmation. So this right here is going to be a confirmation right here. So just have to wait. Definitely have to wait. Gotta wait for the candle to close. Gotta wait for the candle to close. Yep, gotta wait. Definitely have to wait. Let's look at the 4-hour cleaner range on the left hand side. Can I access the cleaner range? It looks like there's no data, is it? Okay. 2015. 2015's. Okay, interesting. Is this a demand area? Interesting. Could be. Could be. It's an interesting level, this one. It's a very interesting level. I have an ultimate target of just below 120. Aha. Interesting. Yeah, very interesting level here. Gotta be careful around these level. 193.555. Song for you, by the way. Okay. Shiba ranks, slow and sexy. Shiba ranks. Interesting. Interesting. Super track, reggae, new jack swing. He extra naked. Yeah, I'm gonna have a listen. I will definitely have a listen. Shiba ranks. For when the market is slow but dependable. Sure. Okay, so GA. Looking at GA. GA is pushing up right at this time. GA is pushing up. All right, 4-hour is flipping bullish. Very good actually. If the candles start breaking this 183 to 200 level, we can now think about buys on a higher time frame, sort of a look. Okay, so that's very interesting here. This could be potential target on GA. Another potential target could be right here. Let's look at on a 2-hour perspective here. 2-hour perspective. Interesting. 2020 November. Interesting. For GJ, I'm only gonna look for cleaner sells, no buys for me. No buys for me. I don't want no buy. I don't want no buy. I don't want no buy. Okay, so we are still waiting for a proper structure here. Okay, so everything is very slow and rangy at this point in time. So just waiting here. Just waiting and waiting. Waiting and waiting. Waiting. 56. Bang, 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 bang. And we are still running, so we are still waiting here. Nothing much exciting here. Look at this. In gold, the price action is just side by side. This is like almost nothing. So I don't know. Somebody was profitable here or not. I'm not sure. So it's a good idea in gold to wait for buys or sells below these levels. Cleaner sell will be below 1879 530, right? So this is something I'm going to write down here. Cleaner sells below 1879 530. Okay, that's pretty good. Yeah, for buys I'm still waiting here. So when the candles don't print your way, you just stay out of the market. That's one of the #1 rule in my trading plan. So right now, market in 30 minute, 15 minute, 5 minute, and even 1 minute is ranging side by side. Okay, it's interesting how the price is actually interacting with the channel several times. It broke the channel, retested once, retested twice, retested another time, and again, and it's slowly leaving the channel. The price is actually slowly leaving the channel. We have to see some sort of volume in the market. It's Monday, obviously, so Monday, very less volume is expected out of the market. But man, oh man, are we actually setting up for New York? If we are setting up for New York, this will be a really interesting thing to see, because when the candles start moving in the original direction in one of the volume times, you will definitely catch one profitable move. So that's what I'm waiting here for. That's what I'm waiting for. Let's see. Okay, we are back in that 30-minute dirty range. Look at this. This range here is the dirty range. The price is in right now. Okay, so for the price to further continue down, it has to close back here and has to leave that area with its wick. So that'll be interesting to see. Let's see what's gonna happen. That's good. Pretty good. Alrighty, we are still waiting. Our Adam Kirti here says, which one is he working on? Okay, so I'm working on pound yen, pound AUD, and gold. That's what I'm working on. That's something I'm working on, but the price action is not very clear, so my friend, it's a good idea to wait here.
Well, folks, it's time to kick it old school. So you can feel cool. Give it to me, baby. Baby. Yeah.
All right, so it looks like this current 4-hour candle is flipping bearish. So it has 40 more minutes left for its close. It's interesting to see how the volume in the London session going to push this price. Is it going to travel? Is it going to move in its original direction right now, right at this point in time? Or what's happening? If it's going to move it in its original direction, that'll be something nice. That will be something nice to look at. So in the next 39 minutes, we will see how this current 4-hour candle is going to move. Is it going to move bearish in its original direction all the way down, or is it going to just hang around this area? That is the 15-minute, 30-minute range. So the 2-hour, look at this 2-hour. Even if it has a longer wick on the top, it's actually rejecting that area. So are we going to get a bearish continuation here, or what's happening? So looking at the hourly candle is moving and is trying to engulf the previous hourly candle. It's very interesting how the price is moving right now. In the 4-hour time frame, it's pretty clear. It's actually pretty clear here. Pretty clear. Look at this. 4-hour candle structure definitely tells you that, you know what, there's a higher chance for the 4-hour candle to further head down. So what is happening right now? All right, so the 30-minute candle has broken the previous 30-minute candle's low. Interesting. Is it only going to be a price action reading day here? Because the execution is pretty hard, right? You have to ask yourself the question that, are you comfortable or not? If you're not comfortable, you don't execute, right? That's the basic idea. That's the basic idea. If you're not comfortable, you don't trade. You just paper trade maybe, and you practice. Otherwise, you know, it is what it is. If you miss out on a trade, but you call it out, that's fine. That's totally fine. You just have to learn from the trade, and you have to ask yourself a simple question: that were you comfortable? Was it logical to take that trade? Yes or no? No? Oh, then it is what it is. Alright, so the 2-hour candle was rejecting the top. So it's slowly heading down. Hourly, so the 30-minute candle has broken the previous 30-minute candle's low. Alright, very interesting here. The 30 minutes is going to close in the next 7 minutes. 15-minute candles heading down with a proper bearish structure. Let's see what's going to happen here next. Are we going to see this? Are we gonna see 1, 2, 3, 4? Let's see. Let's see. Just waiting. Wow. It's heading down nice and slow. Nice and slow. See what's happening in the market. Just waiting here, just waiting for the proper structures. So I'm gonna be here for the next 6 minutes, and then I will be off taking a break for the New York session. But other than that, man, it was a waiting day. Nothing clear happened. So a very good idea to wait. You know, waiting did keep us safe from the haphazard sort of a market here. So the next potential volume time is going to be in the next 34 minutes. Maybe that's going to push the market in some sort of direction. Other than that, it's a good idea to wait for the prices to move in a certain direction. Don't overtrade, guys. So I'm going to be here for the next 4 minutes. Any question, anything from YouTube, from my Zoom friends, anything is acceptable. And that will be a good day. Okay. 34 minutes. Interesting. Interesting. 34 minutes. Another London session with a lot of weight here. Prices are moving very slow in a rangy sort of a fashion. 4 hour in GJ seems very obvious to move down. It's gonna close in the next 31 minutes, so it'll be interesting to see how this 4 hour candle closes and moves. And man, it's a no trade day today. Amir Ali Khan, yes, that's correct. So no funny setups taken. No funny setups taken. Right? Okay, guys, so looks like I'm gonna call it a day here, and I'm gonna take a break for the New York session and see how it's gonna work out. So take care until then. Don't overtrade, don't over risk, take it easy in the market, and we are gonna get that move the other day for sure, 100%, because Monday is just the start of the week. Right? If you miss out on any sort of trade on Monday, definitely there's a Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and rest of the week too. So take it easy, have a nice time. Take it easy, Jamil. Take it easy. We'll see you later.